Something surprising is happening in America. More adults are joining the Catholic Church. But many of these new converts are not attracted to modern or progressive Catholicism. Instead, many are moving toward tradition, clear doctrine, and stronger spiritual structure. A recent article argued that this Catholic revival is actually a rejection of modern liberal culture. And many conservative Catholics believe church leadership does not understand this shift. They argue that the style of Catholicism promoted under Francis, and now continuing under Leo XIV, focuses too heavily on politics and social activism instead of protecting traditional doctrine. Critics say church leaders increasingly speak about climate change, immigration, racial issues, and social justice while becoming less clear on moral teachings and Catholic identity. One major example involves 3 American cardinals appointed by Pope Francis: Robert McElroy, Blase Kupik, and Joseph Tobin. After Easter, all 3 appeared on television criticizing President Donald Trump over immigration policies and foreign policy decisions. For many conservative Catholics, this reinforced the feeling that some bishops now sound more political than spiritual. Cardinal McElroy especially caused controversy after promoting what he called radical inclusion inside the church. Critics accused him of creating confusion about issues like homosexuality, communion, and female ordination. Meanwhile, Cardinal Kupik became one of the strongest supporters of restrictions on the traditional Latin Mass. That decision frustrated many Catholics because Latin Mass communities are often growing, filled with young families, and strongly committed to church teaching. Kupik also faced criticism after giving a prayer at the Democratic National Convention without mentioning Jesus Christ or abortion, even though abortion remains a major issue for practicing Catholics. Cardinal Tobin also generated controversy. He criticized ICE and called for defunding the agency. He also publicly questioned language in the Catechism describing homosexual acts as intrinsically disordered. For many traditional Catholics, these examples show the church leadership becoming increasingly aligned with progressive political culture. At the same time, many ordinary Catholics appear to be moving in the opposite direction. One major reason is the Synod on Synodality. The Synod was created as a global process of listening and dialogue involving bishops, priests, laypeople, and even non-Catholics. Supporters say it encourages openness and participation. Critics say it creates confusion and weakens clear doctrine. Traditional Catholics especially reacted strongly to the Synod's Study Group 9 report released in May 2026. The document appeared to soften the Church's traditional teaching on same-sex relationships. Cardinal Gerhard Müller strongly criticized the report and accused it of contradicting Catholic teaching about human nature and morality. For many conservatives, this became another sign that church leadership is drifting away from historic Catholic doctrine. The shadow of former Cardinal Theodore McCarrick also continues to damage trust. McCarrick became one of the biggest abuse scandals in modern church history after accusations of sexual misconduct involving seminarians and young men. Many Catholics believe the Church never fully explained how McCarrick rose to such power for so many years. Some critics also point out that several progressive bishops were connected to McCarrick's influence and network inside the church hierarchy. For conservative Catholics, all of this has created deep frustration. Many feel church leaders are too focused on modern political causes while neglecting doctrine, reverence, and spiritual clarity. That is why many converts today are not searching for a more modern church. They're searching for certainty, for tradition, for structure, and for a faith that feels different from the culture around them, not shaped by it.